and Todd Wilson looking on at a live scene as they've been searching cars leaving the property. Todd Wilson on scene with our entire team of reporters. Todd, the latest.
That's right. That's right, Michael. It's interesting is that, like I said, we're on the west side facing Macy's of the mall. And like I said, there's that line of cars coming out of the parking lot. And what we notice is that every car that is trying to leave that parking lot has been stopped. They're opening up doors. They're making people pop the trunk. They're taking their time. Like Stuart Kaplan said, time is on law enforcement's side in this situation to make sure they only have one chance to get it right. That is what they're doing. As you can see it right now, there's a white SUV. Back door was open. They go in, they look, bring another car towards them. They usually stop that car. They'll make them pop the trunk, check in that trunk to make sure there's nobody in there. If there's any possibility of firearms, who knows? They just want to make sure that these people are leaving safely and no one is missed. And again, there has been, what I'm looking at right now is a drawdown, really, it looks like, of law enforcement, but also first responders in the parking lot of where we are across the street from. It has definitely seen a significant drop in the number of them here in the parking lot. So back to you, Michael.
If you're joining us, it might be more apropos, and Matt Cesny and I and Hani Rodriguez are here as we take a live picture from the chopper. We should note that perhaps more aptly should say law enforcement source, shots fired at Gardens Mall, because we've had a lot of reporting from people, but it is a law enforcement source now giving context to the reports, Matt and Hani, that have been coming into us for hours of shots fired. As always, we wanted to be cautious and wait for official reporting. A law enforcement source saying, yes, in fact, shots were fired, possibly gang-related here. Reports are at this moment. With every moment, we're thankful. No innocent people said to be physically hurt. There's a lot of trauma. Right. I've got Matt Cesny and Hani with me. We'll first go to Johan and then get the latest reporting from Matt Cesny and from Hani. But first to you, Johan, in Chopper 5.
And good afternoon, Michael, Hani. As Todd was explaining to us, it is definitely a situation where you can see law enforcement is starting to slowly break down the scene, which is very good because they're going to be investigating this for quite some time. And when we first arrived here a little before 4 o'clock, Pilot Josh and I, you always get to a scene like this, and it's the posture, it's the mood, it's what is everyone doing. And it was a little bit more of a tense situation. Obviously, the possible shooting happened earlier, but you could tell it was all basically concentrated in these two areas. This is where they were basically had emergency vehicles and emergency response and police. This is P.F. Chang's and Brio, the restaurant here, and quite a different scene about an hour because we had at least twice the officer response and medical personnel response here. Now it's more of a civilian, more of your basic public right here that they're talking to. We didn't see this. This is actually within the next like 15 minutes. They have allowed a lot of people out from possibly inside the restaurant or inside the mall. Todd was talking about people leaving. Zooming back real quickly, let me just show you. That is the north and the eastern part of the mall right here. And you can see it's basically getting almost barren. No one really there anymore, but they are allowing the vehicles to leave, and they are checking these vehicles. As you can see them lined up right there, and they have checked the vehicles, and then they allow them to go. That is Palm Beach Gardens, PGA Boulevard in that section. No heavy delays. That's Western travel right there. But again, a wide shot of the mall showing it very much starting to move out. People are probably allowed to basically get to their vehicles and go. But right here, still concentration of emergency vehicles, but the best scene here as they are starting to move out and slowly break this scene down. That's a quick check of breaking news. Johan Hoffman, Chopper 5. Back to you.
Thank you, Johan. We want to get to Mark Hamilton now. He's joining us on the phone. And I believe, Mark, you are at the Gardens Mall.
That's right. I'm right nearby.
When were you there? Walk me through what you witnessed today, what you heard.
Sure. So I was at actually a restaurant outside, and obviously there was people who were rushing outside the front doors, and it seemed honestly just like pure confusion. And then not before long, we see a bunch of
Sending.
I guess there were marshals who came out with
This is weird. Megan is sending you. The city PO has been sending us info, but
Well,
there's a police PIO. What does
Yeah,
Megan have to do with
sorry,
anything?
Mark. We are getting here mixed signals. We can hear one of our reporters on the scene, and we're also trying to listen to your conversation here. We're looking at your video that you shot from your vantage point. You're sitting outside at that restaurant. What restaurant was this?
Yeah, that's right. That's actually it's actually right next to PF Chang's. Yeah, so we were outside and we actually were evacuated to a nearby. We got the chance. We went right across the street to a nearby institution, but. Yeah, the name of the restaurant it escapes me right now, but some of the people who were at the institution with me, they were saying that um, someone who knows the manager inside. They were helping evacuate an elder lady. One person, she had a child nearby. She said the schools are on lockdown, but yeah, it was at least over 100 officers. Um, Thankfully, the officers made sure that we're able to get out there orderly, but yeah, there's a lot of confusion and there's um, a lot of unclear answers as to what happened. I spoke to one of the officers and they said that there was no, as far as I understand, that there was no casualties or there was just a no answer. They were unclear on their language.
Right. At that moment, did you feel at ease that you were not in any immediate threat? Because I see you're taking this video and then you were evacuated off mall grounds. What was your next thought?
Right. So, I mean, not long before, actually, unfortunately, coincidentally enough, I was looking at another shooting that was happening in the country in Kansas. And when I saw that this was happening here, I was obviously in shock because it seems like something came full circle. I didn't know if this was something happening in multiple places at the same time. But when I realized what this was, we thought that this was just a part of a series of events that was going on. But as of right now, obviously we're still shaken because we're seeing that places were being evacuated building by building, and from what I see, as of right now, it looks like the officers are closing in. It looks like they're compartmentalizing the mall, but after the mass